isn't linear. This is why setbacks are part of self-growth. Hello and welcome back to Unbox the podcast. I'm your host, Sahar Huneidi Palmer, intuitive life mentor and best-selling author. This is season 25 and you're listening to episode 26. Today we're exploring something that comes up for nearly everyone doing the inner work. Why does healing sometimes feel like you're going backwards? Folks, we're halfway through the year. Oh boy, how are you doing so far? Have you made progress? Or has it felt like a detour? Let me know. To help you stay aligned, I'm creating something new, the Unbox Journal. It's designed to help you identify your goals across the 4 dimensions of change. That's body, emotions, mind, and accountability. And it will help you to track your progress as you go. I've put together a short kind of preview PDF. It's not the full journal yet, but it's a good place to start. If you'd like to try it out, join my newsletter at my website, sahahuneidi.com, and send me an email with the subject line journal, and I'll send it to you directly. Let's keep moving forward together. Now, you've done the work, you've had the insights, you've even made big changes. And then out of nowhere, you fall into the old habits, the old patterns, or even the old feelings, and you start questioning everything. Did I actually grow? Was that all just temporary? Have I failed? Why am I facing the same problems? Why am I still not getting along with everyone? Why are they bothering me or irritating me or triggering me? Let me stop you right there. Healing isn't a straight line. Growth, self-growth, is not a checklist. This is your healing journey. And it's working even when it feels messy. In fact, that's a good sign. Let's dive into why healing feels messy and how to stop abandoning the real you in daily life. Yes, abandoning. Here's why. Healing comes in waves. If you've ever had a physical injury, you'll notice how pain flares up some days and completely disappears on other days. Emotional healing is the same. You might have weeks of clarity, joy, connection, and then you wake up one day feeling low, anxious, dark, reactive, or numb. And here's the truth, most people won't tell you. This is not a setback, it's integration. Your system, body, emotions, mind, is processing deeper layers of whatever is being stored within you for so long. Think of it as composting. What comes up right now is old material being brought to the surface so you can break it down and reabsorb it in a right, healthy way or release it. You're not starting over. You're going deeper to clear the root cause of whatever you're struggling with. Let's talk Bima. In my Bima methodology, healing touches the 4 dimensions of change: body, emotions, mind, and accountability. Let's focus on body and emotions. Your body stores everything: tension, trauma, unspoken truths, and sometimes as you shift emotionally, your body lags behind. It reveals stored patterns that you thought were cleared. Example? A client once came to me thrilled after making peace with her past, but 2 weeks later, she was constantly fatigued, down, can't sleep. She worried that she was regressing. She had arguments with almost everyone close to her. Projects fell off, friends fell off. What was happening? Her nervous system was recalibrating. Her body was finally safe enough to rest, unfold, and release all that stuff that was stored within. By the way, healing isn't always high energy. Often, it's a slowing down. how we self-abandon in daily choices. Now, let's talk about something that often goes unnoticed, and that's self-abandonment. No, not the big kind like you're staying in a toxic relationship, but the subtle, everyday kind where you abandon yourself. You abandon the real you. Saying yes when you mean no, smiling when you're uncomfortable, skipping rest because someone needs you. Every time you override what you really feel, desire, or want, you chip away at the real you, your authentic self. One client, let's call her Layla, had done years of inner work, but she still found herself overcommitting and then burning out. When we unpacked it, she realized she was still running an old story. If I'm not helpful, no one will admire me. I won't be loved. She didn't need another breakthrough. She needed to notice the story in the moment and choose differently. In other words, make a conscious choice. I often tell my clients to touch their forehead, i.e., to pose their mind and say, I choose to think differently. I choose to feel differently. That's how healing becomes embodied. Let's pause for a moment and do a quick self check in. We're going to take a moment together. Close your eyes if it's safe enough to do so, otherwise, do it later. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, where am I overriding my true feelings right now? What small decision have I made today that didn't come from alignment from my real desire? Just notice, no judgment. This is the work. Being an objective observer without criticizing or putting yourself down. If this is resonating with you and you're realizing you've outgrown parts of your old self, but you're not sure how to stay consistent, book an Unbox discovery session with me. It's a private 45-minute mentoring call where we look at where you are and where you are self-abandoning, and I'll help you get back to your center. You'll find it at my website, sahahunaydi.com, and also check the show notes. Now, I'd like to emphasize that you're not failing. You are rewiring. Let's be clear. The fact that you can see your old patterns, even while repeating them, that's awareness. And that awareness means you're already changing. Neural rewiring doesn't happen all at once. You might need to choose a new response, 30, 50 times before it becomes default. In my opinion, about 7 to 10 really works. If you catch yourself 7 to 10 times when you're repeating a pattern or a response, it will change because the old neural networks will gradually die. Don't mistake discomfort for failure. What you're experiencing is just unfamiliarity. A client who struggled with people pleasing once told me, I started saying, let me get back to you, instead of yes. That one line changed her life. Why? Because it interrupted the automatic neural loop she was running. It gave her a space to check in. You don't need big declarations, by the way. What you need is small, consistent choices that honor the real you. Let's bring it home to the fourth BEMA pillar, accountability. This isn't about pressure, it's about presence. How you stay true to who you're becoming by building micro habits of self-loyalty. Maybe it's journaling for 5 minutes every day. Maybe it's keeping one promise to yourself. Maybe it's canceling plans when you need to rest, even if that feels uncomfortable. That's the path. That's the practice of honoring the real you so you can get back to your center and heal what is within. You are healing in real time, and it's okay to feel tender. You're remembering who you are, literally remembering, putting all the parts together. And yes, that can feel shaky, even disorienting. But you're not lost, you're not stuck, you're on a spiral path, circling closer and closer to the center, to the real you. So don't abandon yourself. Not in the small things. Not today. Not ever. Rewrite your story. Reclaim your power. And remember, healing isn't linear. If this episode supported you, here's how you can support an indie podcaster who's also niche. Share it with someone who's feeling stuck. Please hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. And I also need your support to get the statistics going. My goal is to get back on top where I was when I started Unbox the podcast in 2005. You can also leave a quick review on Apple or leave a comment on Spotify. Nowadays, that's what gets the word out. It helps me to reach more people like you. Until next time, stay open, stay grounded, stay true to yourself. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next Tuesday.